Thane Rosenbaum standing by for us as well. Thane, as we continue to wait for the president to speak, which we do expect him to do, there is a podium set up, so hopefully he will have some things to say. Do you expect, obviously he'll talk about immigration, for him to address issues surrounding what the House is trying to do today and tomorrow, which is once again going down the road of impeachment?
Well, he probably will repeat again that he holds himself not responsible in any way for incitement of an insurrection. And so I suspect he'll say that again. And I'm sure he'll speak again to the idea, which I think he knows, which is that Democrats continue to fundamentally underestimate the loyalty that 75 million voters have for him. And so all of these efforts now to remove him from office so briefly before he's leaving anyway is only going to perpetuate more anger and bitterness. I'm sure that's his position, and he might be right that his voters are not going to be responding well to this.
Thane, let's talk about the Twitter suspension. I think we would agree when you're talking about the First Amendment, that's about the government, that it can't restrict First Amendment, your ability for free speech. But when it comes to private companies, what do you think that is possibly a legal or constitutional violation, or if combined with something else would be such when you start seeing accounts taken off for political reasons?
Well, you're quite right, Bob. It doesn't involve the First Amendment. The question is when internet providers are serving as censors, right, that they're dealing with their own type of censorship by simply deplatforming. When you're deplatforming the President of the United States, the contract that he has with the people to speak to the people have been undermined, especially with this president who uses Twitter primarily to communicate with the people. Again, the exemption, the immunity that they receive, these internet platforms receive from Section 230 of the Communications Act, that needs to be dealt with because, again, their position, the immunity is based on the idea that they're not content producers. But if they're restricting the accounts of elected officials, then they're functioning like censors, and then they are content producers.
We see the president now. He is walking up to the stage, and we are going to take this for you full. As we mentioned, it appears, at least a couple moments ago, that both Fox and CNN were not. So let's stand by and listen to the President of the United States live from Alamo, Texas.
Everybody, great honor to be here. We worked long and hard. Please sit down. We've worked long and hard to get this done.